On this episode of Yo Bro Nation, I will talk about many, many things. One of those being, what is the reason Charlotte Flair won the SmackDown Women's Championship? Hall of Fame comments by a very bitter Hall of Famer. Stephanie McMahon tweeting Gronk, is he coming to the WWE? Vince is selling stock. Should have bought me some of that. All this crap, I'm going to talk about it. I'm not copying nobody. I don't care what you say. This is Yo Bro Nation, episode 7. Couldn't hold it no more. Welcome, Yo Bro Nation, back to the Yo Bro Nation podcast, where I talk about my news and my rumors. Well, I've recently started doing it. This is episode 7. Wait. I feel like I'm dying. How's everyone doing this morning? What did I do? I'm just fidgeting with things. But how is everyone doing today? Welcome back to the channel. We got a lot of stories to cover today. Some WrestleMania news, some news that I don't think really matters, but figured why not talk about it. It's something. This is episode 7 of Yo Bro Nation, where I'm talking about news in wrestling. Channel update. Still to come today. Some changes being made to the channel. Exciting stuff. It'll be interesting. Big weekend coming next weekend, guys. Big weekend next weekend. It's WrestleMania weekend. Gonna be a big week. Like I said, next week the changes to the channel will be made. I just hope you guys enjoy it. I really do. I hope you guys like the changes that I make. Ow, my knuckles popping. So, I'll go ahead and I'll get into it. Like I said, we're going to talk about a lot of things. One of the big things being everything to go on with Charlotte Flair, her winning the championship, whether or not she's defending that championship at WrestleMania, and how did superstars react to her winning her 8th women's title in just 5 years' time. So we're going to talk about that. Plus, Buff Bagwell. Buff Bagwell has some thoughts on AEW that people don't know them. Buff Bagwell, you're an idiot. A small little story also I want to cover is some Edge working out with the Revival. Plus, like I said, Rob Gronkowski, is he coming to the WWE, and what capacity? We don't know. I'll talk about that. And I have a reason. Maybe Bray Wyatt's not back with the company yet. Mentioned it last week. No Bray Wyatt. Well, we might actually have a reason why he's not. So, but we're going to go ahead and before we get into all that, I want to go ahead and let's talk about this stuff first. Patreon.com/YoBroNation. You guys will have 6 tiers to choose from. You guys can see our Ask Us Anything Q&As, behind the scenes vlogs, AEW reviews that are exclusive, Monday morning creative, that will also be a part of it, post-show videos. You guys get to vote on our retro rewinds, all this stuff, classic Raw reviews, all that stuff. You guys can go on there, check all it all out. Like I said, patreon.com/YoBroNation. It isn't something you have to do. It is an option, you guys. It's up to you. Do it, don't do it. It's all up to you. If Patreon isn't something you really want to do, excuse me, do have this, the TeePublic store, teepublic.com/YoBroNation. All these t-shirts, so many more, bags, hats, cups, mugs, posters for some of the designs. You got your Yo Bro Mania t-shirts. I will be wearing mine for WrestleMania. You got your Recess Never Gets Old, your classic Yo Bro Gaming and Reviews shirt. You got the Queen-inspired shirt, the Veterans t-shirt, Best of the Best, Squared Circle. All that stuff's on the website. You guys can go ahead there, check it out if you want to get the merch. I'm going to try getting through these things quicker because I'm pretty sure people don't want to actually sit and have to listen to that. Although, I will probably still plug it a little bit later in the show just to kind of fill in space. I need another drink. I'm dying. I got sick 2 weeks ago. I still have a cough. I'm still not fully, better. It's insane. I feel, honest to God, I feel like death at points. It is really crappy. Where am I? Okay, so if you guys don't want to do all that, there is free options. You guys can go to our media. You guys can go to YoBro Gaming 1. You guys can like and follow us there. You guys can also go to YoBro Nation on Facebook. You guys can follow us on those two platforms. You guys can also join the Discord group. You guys can chat with me there. Those things are free. Follow us on there. Leave a like. Do all that stuff. Also, you can like and share these videos. Share them with your friends. Both of you guys subscribe, and we will watch the channel grow. Although I'm happy with my 60 subs. I'm cool with that. I don't mind. Honestly, I'm just here for fun, to be completely honest with you. I just put this stuff because it makes life a little easier when I'm trying to do stuff with the channel. So, and everyone's doing it, just in case people actually like me. So let's go ahead, man. I'm not going to take a ton of time. I'm going to get into the news. I know last week's went over an hour, and it was I know, lights dimming. I have the light on in here, but it's going sunny, it's going cloudy. It's a weird day outside. Spring! Welcome to spring. Thank God I'm finally in spring. But let's go ahead. Let's talk about this first story, right? Got these stories. Oh, so, like I said, got some backstage news on Charlotte Flair defeating Asuka for the SmackDown Women's Championship. What does it mean? Is it become a triple threat match for both championships? We're going to talk about that stuff now. So here's this first story. On Tuesday night SmackDown Live, Charlotte Flair faced Asuka for the SmackDown Women's Championship in a rematch of their WrestleMania 34 encounter. And Charlotte once again beat her, winning the title in the process. Flair is now an 8-time champion. Original plans were for Ronda to defend the Raw Women's Championship against Charlotte and Becky Lynch in the main event of WrestleMania 35. Now there are 2 champions in the match. According to Dave Meltzer on the latest edition of the Wrestling Observer News Radio, Charlotte winning the SmackDown Women's Championship wasn't planned until the day of SmackDown Live. Wow. I'm surprised. The original plans for this week were for Mandy Rose to face Carmella, Naomi, and Sonya Deville to see who would face Asuka at WrestleMania. Meltzer went on to say that Vince McMahon apparently scrapped the plans for the women's four-way the day of the show and wrote on the F4W forums that McMahon did not want to have Asuka face the winner of that match since nobody would care about it anyways, which isn't entirely untrue. The idea of Charlotte going into WrestleMania with the title has been talked about for a while, but the trigger was pulled last night. As of this moment, Asuka is not scheduled to be involved in the main event of WrestleMania. WrestleMania will obviously take place April 7th, MetLife Stadium. Wrestling Inc. will have live coverage of the event. Yeah, this was off of the Wrestling Inc. Website. So, now, that leaves the question. Will the championship be on the line? Before I give you guys my thoughts on this entire thing, I'm going to get through all of this first. As we noted, Charlotte shockingly won the SmackDown Women's title from Asuka on tonight's episode. WWE has confirmed that Flair's title will not be on the line when she faces Becky Lynch and Raw Women's Champion Ronda Rousey at WrestleMania 35's main event. So according to them, the championship will not be on the line. So that leads me to think, because I've heard, and it makes sense. I will give credit where credit due. Jaden from New York. he's right. Why is there 2 championships? Why? And I know he's going to read this, and he's going to see this story. Not me. God, he don't even know I exist. But he's going to see this story, and it's going to fucking piss him off, because then why did you take the title off of Asuka? Why? And I know this is coming. Why? Why is Asuka's championship being taken off of her if you're not going to actually do something? Just so she's got a belt, so you have a reason to say she's there? No one wanted her there to begin with. You think we care because now she's the champion? Do they really think that matters to us? No one cares. No one cares that she's the champion. That is irrelevant to us. None of us care. There's no point in it. No one cares. I certainly do not. I don't care. Because it has no bearings. It has nothing to do with me. It hasn't to do with me, obviously, but why? I don't understand the point. Asuka, I know, she's had a shit reign, and maybe taking the title off her was right, but the decision was made last second. Ridiculous. And not that it matters, and not that any of these, and they're right, no one would care about Asuka's title match, but I still feel like Asuka should have had the opportunity. It's not our fault. It's not Asuka's fault that they didn't build someone up to be a credible challenger. They could have put Nikki Cross on SmackDown and built her up. You could have pulled someone else from NXT up. I mean, had they actually taken Shayna Baszler off of NXT, not that I have a problem with what they're doing with her. I think they're doing perfectly okay with what they're doing. But you could have had her work both shows. Had her go into WrestleMania and face Asuka. Would have been a match that we would have wanted to see. That we never got. It's not our fault that they put all the focus on the Raw side. And you leave. I mean, Naomi, as much as I give her shit, is more credible than the other two. Why didn't they go with that proposed triple threat? I probably would have been okay with that. Yes, it will take a match away. Asuka will probably now end up in that Battle Royal. I had a theory, maybe she would be a part of the main event. But now I'm not thinking they're going to, because they've got this set. They don't view Asuka as credible. They don't view Asuka as someone that they want to be a part of it. They just don't. Sadly, that's how they feel. But if you were going to put the championship on Charlotte, fuck everything else. Everything else is irrelevant. If you were going to put the championship on Charlotte, then why? Why didn't you actually... I mean, why? Why didn't they at least attempt to make it worth it? You took the championship off of her, but now WWE's confirmed the title's not going to be on the line. I'm still hearing all the debate on all the different shows that, oh, maybe they will, maybe they won't. The fans want it, the fans don't want it. But WWE themselves has come out and said it's not. That it's still going to be for the Raw Women's title, which means Charlotte has the potential to be with 2 titles. Everyone else is just trying to keep on to the 1. Which means I don't think Charlotte's going anywhere. I think Charlotte's staying on SmackDown. I mean, I'll get more into it on my preview and predictions next week, but it doesn't make sense. It's pointless to put the title on her if you're not going to involve the championship in the match. I am all for a unification match. In fact, I think I'd want a unification match. I think that would be fantastic. You know, it gives the match that much more meaning. The main event of WrestleMania with both championships on the line, with these 3 women. Fuck, go ahead and do it. I hope they do. But according to WWE, that's just not in the cards. Which leads me to the next story. What exactly do the women, the superstars, actually think of this? Well, the WWE superstars do react to Charlotte winning and the match being cut. We noted before this week's WWE SmackDown hit the air, it appeared that the women's Fatal 4-Way match between Mandy Rose, Carmella, Naomi, and Sonya Deville had been nixed after WWE removed it from their official SmackDown preview. And they removed a backstage promo from Carmella to promote the match. The winner of the Fatal 4-Way was to go on to WrestleMania 35 to challenge Asuka for the SmackDown Women's title. When then found out that the Fatal 4-Way was nixed because Charlotte Flair was capturing the title from Asuka during the SmackDown broadcast. There's no word yet as to what WWE has planned for the Blue Brand superstars like Asuka and the Fatal 4-Way competitors. They're going to be in the Battle Royal, which it actually says, but it could be the second annual Women's Battle Royal, which is being rumored for the card, which it still hasn't actually been. So Rose, Deville, and Carmella and Naomi all took to Twitter during SmackDown to express frustration over their opportunity being pulled. Rightfully so. I'm sorry. Opportunity is something. Mandy Rose is getting better. Naomi is good. Carmella, meh. But I was really interested in seeing Sonya Deville possibly winning this. I'm not going to lie. I kind of wanted Sonya Deville to win. Rose took a shot at the new SmackDown Women's Champion and wrote, "Putting all the equity in the wrong blonde. Hashtag shaking my head. Hashtag God's greatest creation. Hashtag SmackDown Live." Rose's partner Sonya Deville also posted one of the bolder tweets after the match was nixed. She wrote, "I'm very, very patient person with a long fuse, but let me tell you, when it blows, you won't want to be the one in my way. Hashtag hair up, square up." Carmella responded to change with the expressionless face emoji and posted another tweet that said, "Push through," with the women shrugging emoji. She agreed with a fan who said that they were sad that they didn't get to see Carmella in a Fatal 4-Way and retweeted a fan who wrote, hashtag give SmackDown women a chance. Okay. Naomi addressed the change with a simple comment on Twitter. Welp. Lana also took to the Twitter comment and commented on a Fatal 4-Way being pulled. She wrote, "I see that there's a lot of hashtag salty tweets that 4 women didn't get their number 1 contender opportunity tonight." Emoji, well, join this hashtag salty club. Maybe now you understand why I stay salty. Naomi was already upset when Lana posted another tweet that mocked the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, the Usos, and how far they helped New Day win the Gauntlet main event by forfeiting. Naomi fired back with Lana, writing, "Don't start tonight. Don't start tonight. It's not the night. I got plenty of pepper to go with that salt." I don't know. So, the women are pissy. They're just going to be in the Battle Royal. It doesn't matter. But then you got to ask, is there even enough women to do that fucking Battle Royal? I mean, you got 8 women going to be tied up in the Fatal 4-Way. 3 of them going to be in that. That leaves you with basically just the SmackDown women. Nix the Battle Royal. Nix the Women's Battle Royal. It's one less thing we have to worry about. It would have just been pre-show garbage anyways. Just leave them off. Just leave them off. Holy crap. That's all I can say. Just leave them off. I can understand. I can understand the saltiness. I honest to God, I can understand it. But why? It just, I'm not against the title change. I would have hoped for the unification, because that was my first thought when I saw it. Was, well, I guess they're going to do a unification match, but apparently, obviously, according to WWE, I'm wrong. Thus, I guess I'm dumb and I don't know what I'm talking about. But WWE's going to do what WWE wants to do, no matter what. No matter what. Essentially, it's just they're going to do what they want to do. And that's, I guess, what we all just have to suck up and deal with. So, I have not much more to say. I can understand the women in this situation being upset. I can completely understand. Honest to God, I can. No one was going to care, though. I mean, that's the truth. No one was going to care. But that doesn't change the fact that we all wanted to see Asuka do something, right? But I mean, life goes on. You deal with it. You do what you got to do, and that's all you can do. You just deal. Just let it be what it is and keep going. I guess that's it. But I can understand these women were thinking they were going to get a chance. One of them knew they were winning and knew they were getting an opportunity to be at WrestleMania. So, yeah, I understand. I understand the frustration. I understand the frustration from the fans who are just sick of Charlotte Flair and her being in the spotlight, always saying, why does Charlotte have to be involved? Well, because Charlotte, despite the fact that she is pushed down our throats, is a really good wrestler. No matter what you have to say, she is a good wrestler. That ain't going to change. That is going to be the fact. That's going to be what it's going to be no matter what. So people just need to get over it. Just need to accept it. That's just how it is. That's just how it's going to be. No matter what. Just so deal with it irregardless. Speaking of people who seem to have issues and seem to have some poignant words, a WWE Hall of Famer says Kofi Kingston going to WrestleMania is a joke. And this has been circulating for a while, but I had to say something about it because it's hilarious. On last night's SmackDown, Big E and Xavier Woods of the New Day were able to win a tag team gauntlet. Please, no more gauntlets. That gave Kofi Kingston an opportunity against WWE Champion Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania. After the match, Kofi Kingston celebrated with his teammates. A good chunk of the SmackDown roster surrounded the ring to cheer on Kingston's accomplishment. One individual who does not have Kofi Mania is WWE Hall of Famer superstar Billy Graham, who posted on his Facebook about Kingston getting a title shot. Graham was not thrilled about the 145-pound WWE champion and called the whole thing a joke. Below is his full post. And I'm going to read this to you guys. Understand, this is probably a senile old man who lives in the past, just like everybody else. He lives in the past, and that's just what he does. And he's still, salty, I guess. But here it is. Billy Graham's full message. Is the WWE serious? I turned on my computer today and went to the wrestling news sites, and what did I see? Kofi Kingston versus Daniel Bryan for the WWE Championship at Mania? Talk is Vince is going to put that belt on Kofi Kingston. You not me. The guy doesn't even make sense. Will you have a WWE champion that's 145 pounds? First off, Kofi's 210. This must have been an idea of that new senior creative lady, Dana Warrior. Meltzer says she has been promoted to an extremely high position on the creative team and attends meetings that only Vince and Steph are in. Damn, how did she get so smart? My friend Hannibal has been monitoring a new Monday Night Raw steady decline in TV viewership. Well, Hannibal, it dropped again last night in Boston. Monday, March 25th, steady decline in TV viewership. Yes, it happens. I predict that this year's Mania will be so bad that next year, 2020, will not come close to selling out. It hasn't come close in years. The thrill is gone. Is anyone out there really excited to see these two lightweights wrestle for the WWE Championship? Oh, one more thing. I would love to see Kofi at 145 pounds put his newly won WWE belt on the line against Brock Lesnar. Great logistics. One man being outweighed by 135 pounds is a total joke. This thing is SBG. Okay, first of all, I actually searched all the sites. I went to Wrestling Observer. Not once, not even an audio form, was one thing said about Dana Warrior being moved to a high position, Mr. Graham. So I don't know where you got your story from, but it is not on the internet. So turn on your old Macintosh, flip your button, and look some more, buddy. Alright, look some more. Secondly, excuse me, why, oh God, you guys are seeing the hair. Oh, Jesus. This is why I wear a hat most of the time. My hair's getting just, it's weird. Kofi Kingston's 210. And, oh, let him see you put his belt on Brock Lesnar. What is your obsession with Brock Lesnar? Brock Lesnar has wrestled smaller guys. Daniel Bryan included. And you know what? Those are usually really great matches. And also, Mr. Graham, wrestling's fake. Did you know that? Wrestling's fake. It's predetermined. So you know what? He could beat Brock Lesnar because someone said he could. You're in the business, right? You know this, right? Idiot. You're a Hall of Famer, sure. But come on. He's 210 pounds. Everyone's wanting to see him. I'm sorry that you're an old school head. I'm sorry that you have a problem with Kofi Kingston. Yes, it started to taper off with how they're booking it. Yes. What does the Monday Night Raw decline have to do with Kofi Kingston anyways? Can you answer me that, Mr. Graham? My hat keeps moving. Stupid. I mean, come on. I don't care what some salty old man has to say. Kofi Kingston being at WrestleMania is the right thing. Because had they gone with the original plans, he probably would have made fun of the lightweight and the fat guy Kevin Owens. Or if they went ahead with Kofi Kingston, or with Mustafa Ali. I'm sorry, Ali. I forgot. His name was dropped. He's just Ali now. He would have said something about them. See, these old school guys, most of them, not all of them, but most of them don't seem to understand the times have changed, that things have changed, that we don't look at the super heavyweights as the end-all be-all. I'll guarantee you he'll probably have something to say about the women's main event. Now, I get it. He's been an advocate for black athletes and others in the minority getting opportunity. But he'll probably be, well, the women are the main event of WrestleMania. Well, that's reserved for the men. That should be Brock Lesnar in that main event. Then he'll probably say something about Seth Rollins being smaller than Brock and getting beat up. That shit pisses me off. That shit pisses me off to no end. Go back in your fucking hole, you old man. Shut your mouth, okay? Shut your damn mouth. And I don't care who thinks that I'm being an asshole. Fuck that old dude, okay? There's nothing wrong with Kofi Kingston and Daniel Bryan. Okay? Kofi's actually the one who outweighs him. He's 210. Daniel's probably about 190. Okay? And they're better wrestlers than Brock Lesnar, okay? They're better wrestlers than Roman Reigns. They're better wrestlers than Braun Strowman. They're probably better wrestlers than you, Mr. Graham. So, get over it. It's funny. Really, it's funny. I heard other people covering this. None of them got as mad as me, and I'm not really mad. I'm just yelling because I don't yell that often. I just want a reason to yell today, okay? But, shut up. That's all I can really say. And I always tell my kids, don't say the words, shut up. I'm telling you, Mr. Graham, just shut up. Shut up and just let it be. Okay, Kofi Kingston is clearly the best choice right now because the man is on fire. He's hot at this moment. People want to see him. So, do the right thing, WWE. And now, I don't know if WWE is going to actually put the championship on him. I still have my doubts. I still have my doubts that he's going to win the championship. But him at least being in the main event is the smart thing. That is the smart thing for them to do. So, as far as I'm concerned, I think that's the best thing that they could do. So, thumbs up to you, WWE. Mr. Graham, please go back to your retirement home and just live out your years in happiness and leave the booking to the WWE creative, who, yes, at times definitely suck. So let's move on. Now that people are going to think I'm an asshole yelling at an old man. Vince McMahon sells $270 million of his WWE stock to help fund the XFL. Wow. According to a new 8K filing, WWE Chairman Vince McMahon recently sold 3,204,427 shares of his company's Class A common stock, or a 4.1% of the company's total outstanding shares of Class A and Class B common stock, in order to finance the XFL, according to the filing. The value of the stock is $271.9 million. Well, he just made a whole bunch of money, didn't he? The filing also says that Vince has no plans to sell any more shares of his intends to continue in his capacity as the company's chairman and chief executive officer for the foreseeable future. With all that being said, Vince McMahon still owns 28,682,948 shares, which is 80.1% of the company's total voting power, and approximately 36.8% of the company's total outstanding shares of common stock. As many of you know by now, the XFL will be returning on February 8th and 9th of 2020. Well, good for you, Mr. McMahon. Good for you for selling your stock. Congratulations. You are... good for you. I guess so. I don't really care. Honest to God, I don't. It's irrelevant to me. I mean, good on him for, whatever, I guess, but... Does it really matter? Does it? The XFL, he's obviously needing money to keep it going. He's got players to play. They're not making any money. They still got to get uniforms. They got to get gear and equipment and have the buildings and all that stuff. I just thought it was funny because I looked at the numbers and I was just like, that's an ungodly amount of shares. And it makes me realize just how much I wish the old man would just go away. Today is Zach hates on old people. I just want the old man to go away. Now let someone else do this. Go do your XFL venture, man. You barely get sleep now. Go deal with that. I'll probably be less stress. I'm tired of Vince McMahon. I'm tired of Vince McMahon and the company. I just want some new, fresh stuff. 30 plus years the man's been in charge. And I've never seen in any other business that I've ever looked at or read about or been involved in where the owners are so hands-on with every detail and creative, this and that. Most companies, the owner just sits and he delegates a few things and then he lets everyone else handle the jobs. He hires people for those positions. But he can't do that. So he sells a little bit, 4% of his stock that he owns, and just to fund some other venture that probably is going to fail the second time around. I did go to an XFL game, actually. I think it was Memphis versus Chicago. And I drove to Tennessee to go see this, so that was fun. God, that was a long time ago. So I was there. I saw an XFL game, and I'll probably go to another one because tickets will be cheap. Tickets will be cheap. It's not going to make that much money, but they got to do something differently. They've definitely got to do something differently. But I just thought it was a funny story. I just thought that was funny that Vince sold that money. I don't really have an opinion. I don't care. Good for him. Good for him for selling his stock. It's news. People are talking about it. So, but here's something that's interesting. So we all have been wondering, where's Bray Wyatt? Where has Bray Wyatt been? I even noticed lately JoJo's not been on TV. I know she had a family thing, and no one has seen her. But I was always just like, well, where's Bray? The man's been cleared since October. The man was never even really hurt. It was Matt who was hurt. Deleter of Worlds. Bray's not been seen since October. Where has he been? Well, we might actually have an answer. WWE's JoJo and Bray Wyatt expecting a child. What? Bray hasn't even been dealing with his other kids. But now he's having another one with JoJo. WWE's JoJo, or Josanne Offerman, and Bray Wyatt, Wyndham Rotundo, have confirmed that they're expecting a child. Aww. In an Instagram post today, JoJo announced her pregnancy and revealed that the baby is a boy and is expected to arrive in June. The baby's name is Kanash? Nash? I don't know. K-A or K-N-A-S-H. Tell me if I'm wrong. Nash. I'm just going to say Nash. JoJo wrote that she and Wyatt will make their WWE returns when the time is right. She hasn't been on television or on a house show in her ring announcing role recently due to the pregnancy. Though she's made limited house show appearances since then, Wyatt has been on WWE, has not been on WWE TV since August. Oh, geez, it's been longer than that. Holy fuck. Says, I'm so excited to announce baby Nash coming this June. This has been the most beautiful, incredible experience of my life so far, JoJo wrote. I am happy that I was able to use this time to enjoy this privately. Fuck, I can't read. To enjoy this privately, but now I'm ready to share it with all of you. I could not be happier. This truly has been the biggest blessing, and words cannot explain how ready and excited we are to meet my young little man. I love you more than you'll ever know. Oh, in WWE Universe, we will be back when the time is right. So, Bray Wyatt apparently is getting time off for babies. Okay. Congratulations, though. Congratulations to JoJo and Mr. Bray Wyatt. Although there was the story that Bray apparently doesn't take care of his other kids with his now ex-wife. I don't know. I guess good for them. I'm not going to hate on someone having a baby. Babies are a beautiful thing. I love babies. Babies are awesome. But, I don't know. Awesome? I don't know. But it does explain. It explains, at least, gives us reason why Bray Wyatt is not on WWE television. That he is out having a child. I'm happy for Bray Wyatt. I'm very thrilled for Mr. Wyatt, and I hope that they have a beautiful baby, healthy baby. But I would like to see Bray Wyatt back on TV. But, you know, if this is actually the reason he's staying out is because of the baby being born, then I can't be upset. You know, family comes first, and the baby should be a priority, and that should be the reason why they're not there. That he's, well, I mean, JoJo, obviously, she's just taking pregnancy and enjoying it. But, you know, good on them. I mean, that's awesome. Honest to God, that's awesome, and I'm legit happy for them. Can't you see? I'm just gleaming. So I'm just gonna move on. Rob Gronkowski appears at a charity event with several WWE superstars. Now, we all know that Gronk has retired from the NFL. About time. He's definitely been on the decline. He has made an appearance with WWE at WrestleMania 31 to help out his buddy Mojo Rawley. Could we get a Hype Bros 2.0, bro? With Rob Gronkowski and Mojo Rawley? I don't know. Is he coming out? Well, there's a couple stories here that suggest maybe he just might. We're going to tackle them both, and I'll give you guys my honest-to-God opinions, okay? On Tuesday night, former NFL superstar Rob Gronkowski appeared at a charity event appeared at a charity event that several WWE superstars attended as well. According to NBC Boston, Gronkowski attended the USO Metro DC Annual Awards Dinner in Washington, D.C. WWE superstars Braun Strowman, Mickie James, and Gronk's good friend Mojo Rawley represented WWE at the event. As many of you know by now, Gronkowski announced his retirement from the NFL on Sunday, and there are rumors that he may be heading to WWE. For what it's worth, the charity event was not a WWE-specific event, and the dinner has been held since well before WWE got involved with the USO. There are current betting odds that whether Gronk will end up in WWE, which sit at 3-2 odds as of this writing. Sorry, I suck at reading. I need glasses. Further to elaborate, Stephanie McMahon took to late night and tweeted WWE celebrity friend and former New England Patriot player Rob Gronkowski, telling him that the WWE doors are always open for him. We've noted now that Gronk, who retired from the NFL on Sunday, attended the USO Metro DC 37th Annual Dinner Tuesday night. The same event was attended by Braun, blah, 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 blah. Gronk appearing in a photo with the WWE crew fueled the rumor on Gronk possibly working with WWE now that he retired from pro football. Gronk's good friend Mojo spoke with TMZ Sports earlier this week and predicted that we will see Gronk in a WWE ring again. Stephanie wrote, "Congratulations at Rob Gronkowski. This is a tremendous honor by one of my favorite organizations at USO Metro DC. Dedicate to serve those who serve and their families. Thank you for all that you do. Good luck with your retirement. Doors are always open at WWE." So, basically, that's Stephanie McMahon saying, "Please, Mr. Gronkowski, we need name power. Come to the WWE." No, that's not what she's saying. But, do we need Rob Gronkowski? The guy has no wrestling experience. I mean, unless Mojo Rawley's worked with him. I mean, there's a chance. There's a chance Mojo Rawley worked with him. And, you know, maybe they've practiced wrestling with each other. I don't fucking know. Maybe they wrestle with each other. I don't know. Rob Gronkowski is definitely a notable figure. He's got the personality that would be awesome. He don't do nothing. Don't make him a character. He would just, his character would just explode. I don't think he needs to be a wrestler. I think he could just interject himself in a different position. Make him a color commentator. Make him a guy on the pre-show. Put him in another position for WWE. He does not need to be a wrestler. Let him be Mojo's manager. Mojo can have a manager. Gronk and Mojo, right? The Gronk Mojo connection. I mean, it could work. I don't think he needs to be a wrestler. The dude's injury prone. We know that from his NFL career. The dude is injury prone. So, I would give him a non-wrestling role in WWE. I'd let him be a backstage guy. I would let him, color commentate. Maybe let him, work his way up. I don't know. Throw him on some brand. But I would not let him wrestle. Maybe a one-off match at WrestleMania. Fuck it, why not? Give him a one-time match. You could have the next LT versus Bam Bam match with him and someone who's an upper mid-card guy that's a bigger guy. Maybe him and Bray Wyatt. He could squash Bray Wyatt. Welcome back, Bray. Hope you liked your kid. Oh, you're losing to Gronk at SummerSlam. Congratulations. I don't know. You could do something with him if he wanted to come to WWE, but maybe the guy just wants to enjoy retirement. He's a party boy. Man's a party boy. Next thing you know, he's going to be dating Paige or something. I mean, fuck. She dates everybody, right? I just basically called her a hoe. I don't mean it like that. I'm being silly right now, okay? I'm not being serious. I'm just joking. But Rob Gronkowski, you want to be in the company, give him a role that doesn't involve him actually wrestling. Maybe a match or two at some point, but give him an off... give him a backstage position. Give him, if you want him on air, put him on the pre-show. Let him replace that douchebag on NXT that just annoys me. You guys know who I'm talking about. The dude who doesn't wear jeans or pants. He always wears shorts and some nice kicks and stuff. But, put him on a pre-show panel once or twice. See how he does. See how he works well on a mic. The dude does just... he has charisma just oozing out of him. The dude has charisma. So, he comes off maybe a little jerky at times to some people, but he's just a fun guy. I don't hate Gronkowski. I just knew that his time at the NFL had come and gone. It was time for him to move on and do something else. But, excuse me, we'll see. Only Gronk knows what Gronk wants to do. Maybe he just wants to retire. Maybe he wants to go and coach. There's no one, no one's mentioned maybe the guy will want to coach in the NFL. Why not? Ooh, what is this? Oh, okay. history of the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. Yep, I'm on it. But, excuse me, my nose is itching. So, we'll see. We'll see what happens with Gronkowski. I got a couple more stories, some quick stories, nothing major, and then I'm going to be out of here. This thing's going to be as long as the last episode. So, let's talk about this fun little story. WWE Hall of Famer Edge trains with the Revival and the Divas of Doom. WWE Hall of Famer has been lending his expertise in 2 top tag teams in WWE this week. Edge works alongside the Revival and his wife's tag team, the Divas of Doom, as they prepare for their WrestleMania 35 matchups. Nothing else really, just it's fun. Edge working out, doing stuff with his wife, working with the Revival. The Revival, man, if I'm the Revival, I'm sucking every little detail out of that man's brain. What can we do? You were a tag team expert. What did you guys do? Why not get fucking Christian in there and work with him too? Edge and Christian can mentor the Revival and make them even a better team than they already are. I know this ain't a big story. It's nothing major. But I saw it and I was like, oh, that's interesting. I like that. And there's even a picture of Edge working with them. And they got their Raw tag belts. And you got Beth on one side, Natty on the other side. And it's fun. It's nice to see the backstage stuff, the behind-the-scenes things. I like it. And I think Edge working with the Revival maybe helps them with their credibility. But I noticed something, though. Helps them prepare for their WrestleMania 35 matches. Now, to my knowledge, all right, I have not seen an announcement for the Revival yet. I'm going to have to do this because, I have yet to see anything about the Revival being in a match. So, Revival WrestleMania. So, I'm still not seeing the Revival in a match. So, unless something hasn't been said, I don't know. The Revival are not set. They're probably going to face Black and Ricochet. Maybe some sort of a triple threat with Bobby Roode and Chad Gable. Don't know yet. But, either way, it's just, it's cool. It's cool to see them in that backstage environment, doing stuff and working together. I find it interesting and I like it. It's cool, I guess I could say. It's just cool. But I am going to go ahead and I'm just going to move on. It's just good to see Edge is active. Edge is bestowing his knowledge upon the Revival and helping his wife, who is good, Natty, who has tons of experience. It's just neat. It's neat. So I'm going to get to this last story. This one is funny. Who even knows that Buff Bagwell still does anything? Buff Bagwell on All Elite Wrestling. They don't get it. Nobody knows them. Buff Bagwell recently spoke with Wrestling Inc. And it's clear that the WCW veteran isn't coming to All Elite Wrestling anytime soon. During the interview, he addressed the new company and why he wouldn't join it. And I guarantee you in a year, he'll try to be with AEW. Guaranteed. At my age, WWE is the only option. Well, you're never going to go, bud, because you were fired anyways, explained Buff Bagwell. Because these other boys are for the young kids, and unfortunately, they don't get it. Nobody knows them. I'm in the industry, and I don't know the Young Bucks and Cody. So if I don't know them, y'all don't know them, so I don't get it. And then apparently Buff Bagwell went on to shoot about why he was fired from WWE, which should be your indication, Mr. Bagwell, that you're not going to the WWE. So is this just you trying to get in good graces with him because you figured someone in WWE said, hey, Buff was defending us and he doesn't understand this AEW thing, Vince. He's on the same wavelength as you, Vince. Oh, yeah. Let's bring him in. Bring in Buff Bagwell. We can fuck him at WrestleMania in the Battle Royal. Yeah. God, that hurts my throat every time. Oh, fudge, I'm out of drink. Who cares, Buff? You don't understand. Man, Cody Rhodes, everyone knows Cody Rhodes. Maybe you can make an argument with the Young Bucks. Not as many people know them, but everyone knows who Cody is. He was in WWE. He was a household name. Are you serious, man? Did you miss the fact that they sold out All In? Did you miss the fact that in 12 minutes they sold out Double or Nothing? Fucking asshole people, I didn't get my ticket. Did you miss that, Mr. Bagwell? Did you not notice that? Mr. Bagwell, go home. Go home. Stop it. Stop wrestling. Stop doing what you're doing. And just go home. You're not going to WWE. But I guarantee you, in a year, you'll want an AEW contract. Because you'll want work. You'll want that AEW money. You'll want that Jacksonville Jaguars money. You'll want it. You'll want it. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. Bagwell will want to go to AEW. I'm calling it now. Calling it right now. But that is it. That is all the stories. I mean, I'm not going to waste time on Buff Bagwell. Honest to God, I'm not going to. But that's it. This is going to do it for your AEW, for your Yo Bro Nation podcast episode 7. I hope you guys enjoyed and stuck with me. Don't think I'm some delusional old hater who hates old people. I ain't young myself. But remember, you guys can go to all our social media, Yo Bro Nation 1 on TeePublic. You guys can go to Yo Bro Nation 1, Yo Bro Nation, Facebook and Twitter. You guys can join us on Discord and join part of our Discord group, chat. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. Remember, later today, update for the channel update. You guys will know the new news. Where do we go with this show? What do we do with the other shows? What in the hell is happening? That is going to do it for you. I am Zach. Thank you, one and all. And I will see you guys with the channel update a little bit later today. And tomorrow, Retro Rewind. I'm doing WCW NWO Uncensored 1998. That will be up. And then Sunday, remember, best of the best WrestleMania countdown. The final 3 will be revealed. I think you guys will like them. I will talk to you guys later. Peace out.